waiting on today's guest. She's a very busy woman, and I'm looking forward to chatting to her about everything and whatnot. Hey!
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I can now.
Okay, cool. How you doing?
I'm awesome. And you?
I'm great. I'm great.
That's good. That's good. So good to see you in a different way. So thank you so much for making this time. I really, really appreciate it.
No
Um,
problem.
I was very excited a a few weeks ago when I noticed it the first time. Because I mean I've been
Okay.
watching these videos, and enjoying them and enjoying them along with everyone else, and I kept thinking to myself, this is really good work, But then I connected to the name right at the end, which is yours.
Yes, it is. It is.
Now, in our circles, that's not very common,
Yeah.
that a
Yeah.
woman
True.
runs the entire production,
Yes.
and
Yes.
I know a little bit about executive producership, to know that it's the ugly work, it's the work that's not always sexy. You're the running around and actually making the thing happen. Um,
Absolutely.
and especially if you don't have necessarily a whole production team at your disposal, I'm sure there are many roles
Yes.
that you are playing. So I was
Yes.
very, very excited when I saw your name there. So I think, just for the benefit of those who don't know you, who are listening, watching, what do you do with yourself during the day?
Okay. Well, okay. Thank you so much, Lisa, for giving me an opportunity to speak. Um, I was so excited when I saw that you wanted me to do this. So excited, like Lisa asked me.
Oh, please.
So I am my name is Lezel Ishmael. I have been married for almost 15 years to my husband. To add to the whole thing of just being a wife, I said, okay, I'm going to be a mom, and not just be a mom, and be a mom of five. And then not only to add to that, let's homeschool them also. Let's just add to the chaos already. So I homeschool my kids. Funny thing is, they've never ever been to a formal school. They've never gone to creche. They've
Really?
never experienced kindergarten. Nothing, nothing, nothing. I am their teacher, have always been.
So you are a teacher by profession?
No, I am not.
Oh.
Funny thing is, when I went, I was in Korea for a while, but
Mm.
I went as a missionary.
Ah,
So I was not a qualified teacher.
okay.
You
So
get
that's where
that?
my
So
assumption came
so what
from.
I did was, yeah. So what I did was, I was teaching English and so forth, but coming from a family of teachers, principals, and so forth, I think people just kind of assumed, ah, you're a teacher by profession, but I am not.
Mm. Okay. So how does Joy Fest tie into all of this?
Okay, so a couple of years ago, Abby and I had a conversation, and we said we'd like to get some good vibes going on. Singing. As much as I don't play like you, Lisa. I'm not good with vocals. I'm not really good, but I love music. I love singing. Um, I love blending in. I don't want you to kind of hear my voice. Let me blend in with my soprano and so forth. We love music. That's the thing. Basil, well, I come from a family of singers, gospel echoes, and all of that. My
Yes,
mom, my
you
dad, and so
do.
forth. And Basil's also, his family's singers. They are all singers and so forth. So we love music. We
Mm,
grew up like that.
mm,
And
mm,
so we said, okay, let's do Joy Fest.
mhm.
And this was probably about 2014. And I said, okay, not knowing what I was getting myself into. I did not know, because I I just said I like singing, that's it. I don't care what it entails. And my goodness, did I not realize the amount of work, the
Mm.
amount of emailing and communicating and organizing, um it was overwhelming at that particular time. And so I think because of the overwhelmingness of it, I said, I'm going to take a bit of a break, which we did for a few years because it was on
Mm.
and off. Every year we did a show,
Yes, I remember
and it
that.
was a live recorded show. And we like the thing about me is when I do something, I want to do it right. I want to have, I'm a bit of a perfectionist. It's hard with 5 kids to be that way. So I'm a bit of a perfectionist. So I want to make sure that when we have our stage, it's supposed to be set up in a certain way. You
Mm,
want,
mm,
lighting done and
mm,
all of that stuff. My husband
mm,
said also, you better be set up properly when you do this. Lisa. So, we want to do things like, but like I said, I didn't realize the amount of work.
mm,
And we did it for a couple of years. I did all of the emailing. I did all of the communicating. I made sure that the planning was done. Hubby's more with the music and so forth, getting that sorted out. I helped and I plugged in there. Um, and we did these shows. I think we did about 6 or 7 live shows that were
mm,
recorded and so forth. But it was the most. I remember times when I would come home and my feet.
mm.
I didn't, and these were. I remember now. If you know the ages of my kid, 11, from 6 to 11, these kids were tiny.
How did
Yes,
you cope
yes.
as a mom then?
Oh, Lisa, it was exhausting. I think as a mother, and as a woman, you know that you saying, am I spending enough time? Am I doing enough? Because I want to give my all to Joy Face, but hey, I don't want to neglect these kids. And like I said, there
Mm,
were times that I was pregnant as well.
mhm,
So it was a toughie. It was really, really, really hard. And there were times, we had these dips where the shows were well attended, and then 1 or 2 times, I think there was one time when it was completely empty. It was emotionally draining for me. There were because you have to go through these ups and downs. I
mhm.
I guess so.
So tell me about that. Um, how do you cope when
Mm,
you have to? I mean, every person who has done any kind of performance in any way has had to cope with audience size, as a factor. I always
mm,
say, when I'm preparing a group of people for a performance, that we shouldn't perform to the audience. We shouldn't perform in order to get feedback from the audience. We should go into
yes.
ourselves and perform what's in our hearts. And whether there are 5 or 10 people or 10,000 people, it should be the same performance. But hey, it's hard, eh? It's
It's
hard and it
really,
does
really
have an
difficult.
impact on you. So, how did you guys
Absolutely.
cope with that?
For me, I didn't take it too well. I don't think I was emotionally prepared for the times that happened. I really wasn't. It
Mm,
really took a toll on me. I said to
mm,
Faisal, I don't want to, I don't want to do it again. It's
mm,
hard because people are not coming. And
mm,
especially if you do something out of the box and you do something people are like not familiar with,
mhm,
then, and they boycotted the shows. It was really, I must be honest, I didn't cope with it at that particular time.
mm,
I think if we do a show now, emotionally, I'm in a better space. You
mm,
know, if we decide to do something on that level, on that
mm,
scale, once again, um, I think I'm in mind space. I'm in a better space.
mm,
You know,
mm.
be able to handle it. But back then, I couldn't cope. My husband had to Faisal had to. It's okay. It's just one thing. These things happen. Go through these dips, and hubby's tried to. I'm like, I was mad. I was angry. I was emotionally drained. It wasn't easy. So
Mm.
yeah, like I said, I didn't cope at that time.
And those are things we can look back on now and see how much we've grown. Because I mean, I've also been through that. I
Absolutely.
remember one time we were singing, and in the hall there were 10 people,
Mm,
and one of the 10 people was a friend of ours who was driving the car that we had to go home with, and he was like showing us the time. You must finish up now. So it was,
my goodness.
yeah, it
Ugh,
was special.
oh,
But
oh, goodness.
those, I believe that builds character, and I believe that
Absolutely.
we grow from those experiences. So from doing concerts, extremely well organized, well put together shows, to doing what you're doing right now, which is putting out praise and worship. This is just my interpretation of it, putting out praise and worship blessings really every weekend. What caused the change? How did the change come
Okay.
about?
Yeah. So what happened was, at the beginning, I've been doing my own motivational stuff, which is called Lee Motivate.
Yes.
And I said to hubby, well, look, we're doing this. I'm feeling myself, because I don't really like myself in front of the screen, but I'm feeling myself into it now. And then I said, let's get back into Joy Fest. Look, we can't do shows.
Mm,
COVID hit. We
mhm,
cannot do shows. What can we do?
mm,
And then I said, what about something that we can put online? And then he said, okay, now my husband's a little bit, he goes very slowly into things. I like to just dip myself completely. Let's jump into the pool. Let's do this. And that's exactly what we did. We got a
mm,
couple of people together. I said, let's line it up. Let's line the music, because I don't know, when it comes to the editing and the mixing and all of that stuff.
mm, mm,
Let's put all of that together. Let's get music, because if I love singing, but I love praise and worship. I think that's my passion. I love singing up front in church. I Music, praise and worship is my thing.
mm,
And so we said, okay, got the first group of people together. And what we did was, we said, okay, let's have just a group that is a standard group. And then I said, well, there's so many other talented singers out there. Let's get them involved as much as we can.
mm,
Well, there's ones that don't want to. There's ones that say, nah, I'm not interested. There's ones that say, yes, definitely use me. I'm so excited to be used. And
yes.
so that's how the platform has been growing, because what we've
Mm,
done is we've included a lot of singers, people that want to take part.
mm,
Now, the shows are one thing, but this work is also on another level, because what they do is they have to send vocals and they have to send video work to us. And then it's about mixing and putting it together. Oh, actually, before that, we got to choose a song. And I'll be good at choosing songs. We
mm,
do lots of covers. Hopefully, we can
mm,
go to a point where we can do some original stuff as well, because
yeah,
that
that'd be
is the main
great.
aim.
Great.
I don't know if I'm a writer. I don't think I am. I know what words I want to say when praising Jesus. I don't know if I can put
Well,
down the
those
lyrics to
words,
that.
the more authentic the words are, the more
True.
pertinent they are, the more beautiful they are. That's what I find.
Absolutely.
Mm,
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, so that's what we've been doing for the past, oh, it's not even that long. It's been, what, 3 months, but
mm,
it's been growing faster than what we expected, faster than what our minds can handle.
how
And we're
God
just grateful
works.
to God that He's allowed us to be able to be used in this way. So,
Mm. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, that's really been something to behold, seeing how this is progressing, and also, looking forward to seeing who's in the next one, and what song are
Yeah,
they going to tackle now.
yeah.
So, and yes, a lovely praise and worship experience on a Sabbath morning. I mean, who doesn't like that?
Mm,
So,
mm,
that's really great. I am interested though in Lee Motivate. What's that about?
yes. Well, like I said, I must be honest, it's been a dream of mine. Many people say when they see me, they see my mom, and you know her. She's a very bombastic. She was a very bombastic, boisterous, lovely, and she sang beautifully as well.
Yes.
I come from a mother, and I love speaking.
Mm,
But besides that, you know, if you think about what women are going through, and just going through different emotions. I mean, I go through my own thing. I'm not saying that I have it all figured out. I have my whole life, family, husband, everything, and obviously challenges and so forth.
mm,
You need some kind of positivity. You need motivation. You need
mm,
inspiration. You
mm,
need somebody to say it's okay. You want to cry, cry. You want somebody to talk to me. I'm here.
mm,
Is there something you're going through? Let me be that person to help and assist you. So
I love that.
it's really it's small, but it's growing.
Mhm,
And I'm creating. material. So this is now my original stuff. I
Oh,
write my own
lovely.
little thing, and I give of myself, and it's from personal experiences, things that I've been through, challenges that I'm going through, that I have
Mm,
been through, that I can speak through it and say, this is what's happening. I'm here for you. This, it's just, it's motivation, it's inspirational. And I wanted, it's more aimed to women.
mhm,
And
mhm,
I want to be there for people in this way, you
mhm,
know.
mhm. Yeah, women are, that's just so awesome, especially because this content is coming from inside you. That just
Yes,
makes it so much more authentic, and real. Yeah, people, if you're watching this, if you're listening, please go to Instagram, follow Lee Motivate. Is that the handle?
mhm.
At Lee Motivate.
Yes, Lee dot motivate.
Lee dot. Don't forget the dot. Um,
Yeah,
I'm attracted to authenticity,
yes.
especially because in the past 2 years or so, I've really been like struggling with who I am actually.
Mm,
After so many
mm.
years of basically covering up who I am, and I'm just lucky, that God chose for me to be a blessing in that time. Things could have been very
Absolutely.
different, so I really love it when I see people being who they are. I'm like, yo, lekker, So please keep going with that. Yeah, we hope that we'll get many more people to have a look. I identify with your influence the influence of a musical family. I must say I
Mm.
was surprised. I mean, I am more used to your mom and your dad, singing, and your older sister singing. She texted me, by the way, the other day. She sent me a message, and I felt so
Oh,
privileged.
lovely.
Um, and
Awesome.
so I was like thinking, Kate did can't know when I saw Lezel, But I want to say to you, we have something in common in that the Lee. Do people generally call you Lee?
Yes, yes. They call me Lee. I am Lee. Um,
Because with
Lezel. I like. It's a more affectionate. When somebody calls me Lezel, then it feels as though they're gonna skel me. Like I'm
they're
going
in
skel
trouble.
now. So please just call me Lee. I like it. It's
Uh,
affectionate for me.
yeah, well, it's my family pet name for me too. So people very close
Oh,
to me
lovely.
call me Lee as well. So yeah, that's
Awesome.
why I immediately
Awesome.
connected to that. I wanted to ask if you have anything specific, what encouragement you could give to women who are in music ministry, but in leadership, like you are.
Mm,
Um,
mm,
so it's one thing to be in the music ministry, singing in church or wherever, encouraging people through your singing or through your making of music, but to be in the leadership of that is a kind of a different kettle of fish. So what encouragement could you give to women who find themselves in that position, because we aren't many?
absolutely. Absolutely. Um, One thing I can say first, and I don't mean it as a downer, is that it's a lonely road because now you are a leader. You have taken on a role that is a little bit higher than the normal, just singing and so forth. It's lonely, but don't give up. Whatever you do, if your
Mm,
passion is music,
mm,
if you love what you do,
mm,
don't give up. You are going to have moments when it feels like you want to.
mm,
Those
mm,
are the moments that you put your head down and you ask for the Holy Spirit's leading and guidance through it
mm,
because He will get you through it. It
mm,
might not seem that way in the situation, but I promise you, He is the one that is going to guide you through it. So don't give up. I think that's the only thing that I can say. Don't give up. If your passion is already there for music, just the fact that you are a leader,
mm,
do not give up.
mm,
Continue to do what you are doing and be an inspiration. You are already an inspiration. By being a leader, you are inspiration already
mm,
for
mm,
others out there. Yeah,
mm,
you are right, Lisa. There's not many of us out there because I think it is a lonely road and lots of people fall by the wayside. So what I'm saying is just don't give up. Continue
mm,
on this journey. you will see the benefits of it in the long run, definitely.
Wow, wow. Thanks, man. Yeah, I think that there are women who need to hear that. Um, and also because of the multiple roles that we play
Absolutely.
in our homes and in society, and also the multiple burdens or baggage that we carry. I think it's important for us to encourage one another and to
Oh,
keep on keeping on. I really appreciate this time with you. And I know that somebody is going to be encouraged and somebody is going to be blessed.
I hope
And
so.
I look forward to yeah, I don't want to give it away. I look forward to what's coming. No? Yeah, we'll talk offline about what's coming.
I'm excited.
Thank you so much,
Definitely.
man, for
Thank
your
you.
time.
Thank
I
you.
really, really, really appreciate this. Yeah. And good luck with the homeschooling and the everythinging.
Thank you so much.
I'll keep you in my prayers too.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Lisa. You are doing a good thing. But I just want to say, continue on. I give you the same kind of encouragement. Continue on with what you're doing. You are inspiration to me as well. Since you have lived in Johannesburg, but you are inspiration, and I know people are drawn to you and what you're doing. Don't stop what you're doing. Yeah, keep on.
Thank
I'm
you.
following you as well. I'm
Thank
following you as
you.
well. So thank you. Pray for
Thanks
you
so
as well.
much. All right then.
Thanks so much.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.